I came home one day and there it was, sitting in my front hall, this mystery box. No obvious return address, no distinguishing branding, just my name on it. So while this is an unboxing video, I have to be upfront.
What's in the box?
And let you know that I did rip this open the moment it arrived. But then I put all the contents back into the box, sealed it up, and have not allowed myself to even think about it.
I thought about it, okay?
Until I was able to share it with you. And in this video, we're gonna unbox it and find out why Penguin, the biggest publisher in the world, or something, why did Penguin send me this? And what could possibly be inside?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let's find out.
Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Welcome to Waterstones. Bookselling is partly about finding interest in every key genre. As an entry point, and courtesy of our friends at publisher penguinrandomhouse, we are delighted for you to receive this fabulous selection of titles drawn from a range of those genres. Each is provided free of charge and is a respected bestseller of its kind. We hope you enjoyed delving into these titles. Ah! So you're telling me that this box is full of books? Ah! I am a bookseller, and it is the greatest job I have ever had. And then now you're telling me that I get a big giant box of books delivered to my door? Let's have a look. Okay, top of the pile we have Book Lovers by Emily Henry, which is really cool because this is the only Emily Henry book that I've actually already read. And I don't know, I'm not like gagging to read the rest of her books. So I love that it was this book that they sent me because I read this on my honeymoon and it's really nice to have it in physical form as like a reminder of that. I'm excited to put it on my shelf. Thank you, Penguin! Next we have Girl, Goddess, Queen by B. Fitzgerald. I had not heard of this one before. I'm not even totally sure if it's like the young adult pick or the fantasy pick, but let's see what it's about. Thousands of years ago, the gods told a lie. Persephone wasn't taken to hell. She jumped. There was no way she was going to be quietly married off to some smug god. Now she's taking matters into her own hands, with plans that will shake Mount Olympus to its very core. And falling in love with the underworld's rude, arrogant, and incredibly annoying ruler Hades is absolutely not one of them, no matter how good he looks in torchlight. Okay, now I understand this must be a romantasy pick. I have steered clear of romantasy so far, but now I have no choice but to delve into the genre.
I'm in trouble, terrible trouble.
Oh, okay. Changing it up a little bit now. A classic, Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, which is really exciting because this has been on my TBR for ages. I have a few other of James Baldwin's books, but I don't have this one. So that's just so perfect. Very exciting. Okay, and now we have a few nonfiction picks. One is Otherlands, A World in the Making by Thomas Halliday, which I have shelved in the shop several times, but I haven't actually looked into what it's about, so let's see. Okay, this is a slight pet peeve I have with these editions, which is that there's no like blurb. It just has like quotes. But I think what I've learned is that these quotes are supposed to reveal what it's about. So it says, for example, the best book on the history of life on Earth I have ever read, Tom Holland.
That is a bit of me.
Not that Tom Holland. An immersive world tour of prehistoric life on Earth. A kaleidoscopic and evocative journey into deep time.
Whatever that means.
It starts, I am looking out of the window across farmland, houses, and parks towards a place that for hundreds of years has been known as World's End. It has this name because of its past remoteness from London, a city that has now grown to absorb it. But not long ago, this really was the end of the world. Sounds pretty nice. Yeah. Next we have another nonfiction book that, again, I have shelved so many times. This is Ultra Processed People. Why do we all eat stuff that isn't food, and why can't we stop? By Chris Van Tulleken. If you only read one diet or nutrition book in your life, make it this one. Cool. Okay, then we have quite a fun one, which is The Extremely Embarrassing Life of Lottie Brooks. This is a middle grade book, so for like ages 9 to 12, and I know from working in a bookshop that the Lottie Brooks series is extremely popular. There are so many amazing books for kids that it genuinely, for the first time, makes me want to have kids so that I can show them all these amazing books. And like seeing little kids coming in being excited about books, it's so cute. And it just makes me so happy. So yeah, I think I will give this a try just to see what the kids are raving about. Maybe one day when I'm in a real reading slump, I'll read this to help me get out of it. Because it looks so easy, obviously, because it's for children. Next we have A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. That's a cool name. Elle Higgins is uniquely prepared for the school's many dangers. She may be without allies, but she possesses a dark power strong enough to level mountains and wipe out untold millions. Never mind easily destroy the countless monsters that prowl the school.
What, like it's hard?
Except she might accidentally kill all the other students too. So Elle is trying her hardest not to use it. That is, unless she has no other choice. I feel like that sounds kind of standard, so it's not like tons to go on, but still, I'm interested. Okay, we're nearing the bottom of the stack. And next up we have a history book called Colditz by Ben Macintyre, who I know from all my daily shelving is a very prolific history writer. And this is one of his books. Colditz, Prisoners of the Castle. Rich in humor and quirky detail, a fine feat of storytelling. The thrilling, true story of the Nazis' most infamous prison. Deeply researched and full of incredible stories of heroes who are also human, this is classic Ben Macintyre and the definitive book on Colditz. I've never heard of Colditz, but I will become an expert when I read this book, I think. So that's exciting. Thank you, Penguin. I was really excited to see this next one. Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. Also, this is such a nice edition, I think, which I had not seen before. So I was so excited about this because it's been on my TBR, and now I have my own very own copy. Chemist Elizabeth Zott is not your average woman. In fact, Elizabeth Zott would be the first to point out that there is no such thing. But it's the early 1960s, and her all-male team at Hastings Research Institute take a very unscientific view of equality. Forced to resign, she reluctantly signs on as the host of a cooking show, Supper at 6. But her revolutionary approach to cooking, fueled by scientific and rational commentary, grabs the attention of a nation, and soon a legion of overlooked housewives find themselves daring to change the status quo, one molecule at a time. That sounds so good. Okay. Then I kind of giggled to see this one because The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman is one that I have already bought secondhand, read, and gotten rid of once before. It's just not my cup of tea. I will probably give this to a friend or donate it again, because it's just not something I feel like I need to have in my collection. But I'm still very grateful, and I totally understand why they picked this one as like the crime classic or bestseller. So yeah, now we've got to the very last one in the box, which I also was so excited to see here, and that is The Salt Path by Raynor Winn. Whenever there's a lot of buzz about a film that's coming out, then we'll often put the books on the till. So when I'm at the till, I'll see the books, I'll pick them up and maybe flip through a little bit just because I'm curious. And I read the first paragraph of this book and immediately was like, oh my god, I want to read that. I'll read it to you. I started the first chapter. I was under the stairs when I decided to walk. In that moment, I hadn't carefully considered walking 630 miles with a rucksack on my back. I hadn't thought of how I could afford to do it, or that I'd be wild camping for nearly 100 nights, or what I'd do afterwards. I hadn't told my partner of 32 years that he was coming with me. Only minutes earlier, hiding under the stairs had seemed a good option. The men in black began hammering on the door at 9 a.m., but we weren't ready. We weren't ready to let go. I needed more time, just another hour, another week, another lifetime. There would never be enough time. So we crouched together under the stairs, pressed together, whispering like scared mice, like naughty children waiting to be found. Doesn't that sound good?
Awkward.
This, I don't understand. Why is Costa one of the worst cafe chains in the UK, if you ask me? Why are they giving out book awards? And why is it prestigious enough that they would put it on the book? Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I still can't believe that I got this amazing stack of 11 books for free just because I started working in a bookshop. It's so magical. So, I'm gonna go shelve these since I'm a professional now. And I cannot wait to start reading them. Thank you, Penguin Random House. Thank you, Waterstones. Thank you, Foils. Thank you, writers. Thank you, publishers, for making the world a better place with all these wonderful stories. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!